My future self came to see me today. She told me that in order to have the life I saw her in, that fulfilled, peaceful, abundant life, I have to continue being a compassionate human who truly cares about people, who accesses empathy easily, and works in a timely way. Make every moment count. Make it last forever.
Hello, hello. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me well. I'm going live on both platforms again, and the Instagram one is a little rocky. Hello, everyone. Say hello as you come in. How is everyone? Okay, if you haven't taken the time already, this view is not as flattering, but take 2 deep breaths of gratitude. Find anything to be grateful for and just breathe into it. Today, or this month, I should say, the month of December is all about tuning in and healing. And you will see me, as always, looking at both screens to make sure I catch anybody who may be coming in live to say hello to me. Hello, hello, hello. So I wanted to talk about this great resignation that we keep hearing about. What is this great resignation? So, and what does it have to do with tuning in and healing? Because that's what it's all about for the month of December. So the Great Resignation, also known as the Big Quit, if you see me looking, if you're just joining me now, you're seeing me looking at both places, it's because I am on Facebook and Instagram at the same time, and I'm trying to adjust my Instagram. Maybe I should move this way. We're hearing about this great resignation, and there's no surprise, not much of a surprise really to anybody now because of what's going on in the world. But the great resignation was coined by, what's his name again? I forget his name. It's also known as the Big Quit. It's the ongoing trend of employees voluntarily leaving their jobs from spring 2021 to now. So it's still happening. And I know a lot of you feel that shift in the air where there's something's up. And this is one of the big things that's up. People are just quitting because they don't feel right in their job anymore. So what does it have to do with tuning in and healing? I'm going to talk about that a little bit more later. Anthony Klotz is the guy's name. A record 4.3 million people, this is in America alone, quit their jobs in August. We are reevaluating what we're getting from our jobs. There is a massive restructuring going on right now, and people are fed up with the way they're being treated. And now more than ever, they realize that what they do for a living needs to coincide, it needs to align with their values. You feel it at your core. You know that the way your employer is pushing you just doesn't feel right. Now, what's also going on is companies are restructuring. So it's not just individual people, but companies are also restructuring. They have no choice because they've been allowing people to work from home. They see that it's working. But nonetheless, there is a shift. There is a massive restructuring, whether it's people leaving their jobs or companies having to adjust to the fact that you either have to be allowing people to have that flexibility to work from home, or now start to see that the core values of people are changing drastically. So most of the times, like what I mean by the jobs restructuring is that you'll hear something like, sorry, Jess, people are working from home now and we don't need 2 managers. I'm sorry, we're going to have to let you go. So at that point, it's like, okay, what do you do? There isn't a single company that hasn't adjusted as a result of the pandemic. Not one company, whether it's federal or everybody has had to adjust as a result of this pandemic. And how will you stay on top and catch the eye of the right company, or better yet, to be able to work for yourself? Okay, so how does tuning in and healing tie into all of this? And for those of you who are just catching me now, I can't see you coming in on Facebook, but I'm looking at 2 screens because I'm at 2 different places. You have to, and you're gonna roll your eyes and be like, okay, Tanya, yeah, I know this is gonna sound like, okay, I've heard this already, but you have to work on yourself. And what do I mean? Get intimate with yourself, get to know yourself, connect with your essence. It is of utmost importance that you develop a keen awareness of who you are. And that's where the tuning in and healing part comes in. And like I said, now more than ever, we're looking for careers that resonate with our core values. If you are an employee, the same goes for companies looking to hire you. And the first thing an employer will do is check your social media presence, right? What do you want people to see when they go onto social media? Who do you want people to see? People are looking for intellectual humility and emotional intelligence right now. And that's the key. If you want to hear a little about my TATS program that I have, Emotional Wisdom for a Personal and Professional Life of Abundance, DM me and I'll let you know all about that, because I'm running a program on that. But nobody wants to hear about you being a leader. That doesn't sound humble. You earn the title of being a leader and people refer to you as being one. You don't say it. It sounds boastful. So real quick in the chat, if you're listening live, how do you feel about your resume right now? Ton CV, how do you feel about it right now? What does it look like? Is it ready for a major shift? A few tips I recently learned for a resume that will catch. You make sure we can feel in the resume your integrity. You make sure we can feel the authenticity. You make sure you feel the composure, practical wisdom, your vision. They have to feel that. The employer has to feel that. And innovation style now is humility, resonance, a vision, assertiveness. So you have to be assertive, but at the same time, be humble. There's a thin line. You have to have composure and restraint. So those are a couple of tips for a great resume. And there's a couple of other facts, like use numbers and stats to make your case and focus, have some white space so that people can focus their eyes on. I know it might sound like it's weird, but this is what certain people have said. You keep some space so that people can see clearly, because when they're reading, they can see right away what your forces are. You keep it to 11 points, a clean line, margins, and Arial. Apparently that's the way to go. So anyways, those are a few little tips for a resume, right? Because the shift has caused companies to say, I want people on my team that also has values that my company holds, right? But at your core, you have to go towards a company that has values that resonate with you, right? If this all sounds a little overwhelming, don't worry, there's help out there. As a matter of fact, I'm going to mention my upcoming workshop again, a labor of love alongside my partner in mindful awareness, and a neurodynamic self-management coach, Kirsten Johnson. And what I hadn't mentioned in my last live is that we have a ton of added value in this workshop that is due for December 11th and 12th. And it includes a career coach. Her name is Lisa Virtue, and she's way better at me at discussing CVs and how it works and what you should put in there. So we collaborate with some amazing people. I think that if you're looking for self-growth and clarity, this is definitely something you should look into. The spaces are limited. We limit it to 20 people because we want it to be an intimate setting. But Kirsten, the NSM coach, was trained by a Dr. Maja Strock at the University of Zurich and is one of a kind outside of Europe. She has an MA in coaching psychology and has taught NSM for years in San Diego, where she resides now. You'll receive a powerful combination of mindset tools to help you transition, pivot, or propel you to the next stage of specific areas of your life and the areas you wish to transform. So the workshop itself is creative, it's playful, it's fun, and full of new exploration. It takes you through a multitude of exercises to find out your innermost goals that are supported by your subconscious mind. I realize that sounds a little pitchy, but I really believe that this will shift you in amazing ways. And that's why I'm so passionate about it. I have a vision to contribute to the biggest rise in human transformation and consciousness that the world has ever seen. Oh, I'm a little crooked for Instagram. And it is workshops like this, my collaborations with people like Lisa Virtue, like Kirsten Johnson, like my partner in mindful awareness, Shilpa Lewis. It is partnerships like this that make me really see my vision come to life. So I thank all of the people I collaborate with. And I thank all of you amazing people who take the time to watch my lives every now and then. I hope I always come in. Well, I try to come in around this time because I'm hoping some people will be on lunch and be like, oh, hi, Tamar. I don't even know if you're still there. Hello, hi. Hello, Genevieve. I haven't seen you in so long. Hello, Jennifer. And of course, if this isn't for you, I want you to find something that is, something that will help you go within and find clarity. So hashtag clarity if you feel anything that I'm saying in this live. I mean, there is a shift. There is no doubt that there is a shift going on right now. And this big resignation that everybody is talking about, you have to be prepared for it. And the way to be prepared is to work within. And there is a multitude of places that you can go to start that inner work in order to be prepared. So that said, I wish you a beautiful day. Do not hesitate to reach out to me. This workshop is going to be amazing. There is something special about being in the room with people, like-minded people. It's on Zoom, yes, but just the fact that we integrate a bit of meditation in there and we set our intentions, that alone will make a shift. So give yourself a gift. And even if it's not with us, find some kind of group, some peer groups where you're able to be in the same room with like-minded people. It's extremely powerful. That said, many blessings to you. Have a great day. Much love.
As always, I thank you for tuning in. These episodes are meant to be of massive value to you, and so I hope you got something out of it. And if you did, all I ask in return is for you to give it a thumbs up, give it some love in the reviews, share with 1 or 2 friends whom you know will benefit from hearing this content. Check out the links in the description. Continue to lead with empathy, and I'll catch you on the next episode. Many blessings.